next comic is coming from Chicago. Please, let's keep the energy up for Steve Gerard, everybody!
Good to be here performing for you lovely flocks. Flocks? That don't seem right. Folks. Folks. I'm sorry, gang. I had found a bunch of birds in my car earlier, so I'm sort of out of it. My name is Steve Gerard. I'm a semi-pro comic working the circuit. In addition to this, to supplement my income, I'm working for tips. But one day, I hope to be able to work for whole penises. I'm sorry. Hold on. No, what did you just... I'm sorry. No, what did you just... She just leaned over to her friend and goes, "That was bad." Yeah? Well, I think your shoes are bad. Stop. Okay, I'm sorry, look. I'm gonna come clean here. Ma'am, I've actually been admiring your shoes all night. This ain't got nothing to do with you. I'm lashing out. I got some terrible medical news earlier. I went to the doctor's office, got a full physical, and the doctor sat me down afterwards. He goes, "Listen, pal, I got some news for you. Size-wise, you have the biggest asshole we have ever seen." And I go, "Is that bad?" He goes, "We don't know. We don't know yet." He goes, "We're gonna have to keep an eye on it." And then he leaned in real close and he goes, "I'm gonna keep a close personal eye on that for you." And he had like bourbon on his breath. And that's when I realized, this is not a doctor's office. Something else. Hey, do you guys like Guns N' Roses? Yes, one of my favorite bands. I was looking at my infant son the other day. I was like, this kid looks just like the damn mailman. And I felt happy, because I realized I have perfected his little mailman outfit. And I wanted to show my wife, but she didn't come home again last night, so. I do try to give back to my community. I tried to give blood earlier, but I got turned away down there at the blood center. They said no. No thanks. I said, well then what am I supposed to do with this big ass bag of blood? You know what I mean? I went to my 5-year high school reunion the other day. I'm 23, and shut the hell up. Be quiet down. Be quiet down. I went to my 5-year high school reunion, and a bunch of people at the reunion were calling me a failure. To my face. Over by the fruit bowl there. I said, "Oh, really? I'm a failure? If I'm a failure, then why do I have a first cousin who does graphic design for Billabong?" What? You know how people like to speculate? They say, if you took this famous boxer from the past while he was in his prime and had him fight this modern day famous boxer, who would win? And I think these folks are losing sight of the real issue, which is that the government is repossessing my house. It's tough, man. Life's tough. It's tough. Right? We can all agree. It's tough for everybody. I saw a guy the other day on the train. He had a teardrop tattooed under his eye. I said, "You get sad too, huh, pal?" I've been there. Because I've been there. It's pain. I think a lot of us do comedy. It comes from pain, you know. It started for me when my daddy left. I was just a small boy. And the last thing he said to me was, "I'm make sure you wear a condom. But he never told me when, so I just sort of had one on since that day. Thank you guys, good night.